Well, this is it. My last blog update for my DTS. I wanted my last update to be a little bit more personal, so that's why I decided to do a video blog instead of just writing out, I guess, all my thoughts for you guys to read. Yeah, last 5 months have been amazing. It has been such a blessing that I've been able to do a DTS, and thank you all for joining me on this experience on my blog. They say that within a 5 month DTS, you can learn the same amount as you do over 7 years in church. I'm not sure if that's completely true, but I can say that I have learned so much over the last 5 months. Lecture phase, crazy. It was so mentally stretching. I was constantly learning, taking stuff in. Each and every lecture was so strong. It was the first time where I've heard so many lectures, or so many speakings and sermons where it's like they all speak to me so clearly, and it was like there wasn't one that it's like there's nothing I can take out of that. There wasn't a single lecture we had where it was like, oh, that was I was a waste of 2 hours of my time. Each and every one of them was amazing, and it was just I got so much out of each and every one of them. That being said, favorite week would have had to be Father How to Guard week. It was just so amazing. It was the first week where I really started to find my identity in God, and the first week I really started to find myself as a son of God. But that being said, still, every other week was amazing. I learned so much. Drank so much coffee. I never had as much coffee as I did during lecture phase. Gotta stay awake. Outreach. This one was physically and emotionally stretching. It wasn't so much mentally stretching because there wasn't a lot of thinking and intaking, but it was so physically stretching and so emotionally stretching. But it was so cool because it was such a chance to take everything I learned during lecture phase and just put it into practice. It was just like 3 months of just intake, and then just like being able to like spread it out over those 2 months and just like practice everything I learned. But it wasn't just practice. It was like at the same time when I was on outreach, God was still teaching me. He was still talking, like He was still helping me work through stuff. And it was just the main thing I felt Him working on me was stepping out of my comfort zone. It was just time after time after time again, I'd have opportunities to step outside of my comfort zone. Yeah, well, probably the biggest one was the night where on the YWAM base we were staying at in Recife, Brazil. Every Tuesday night they had kind of a church service, and they had asked us to run it this night, and I was the one who got asked to speak, and I was pretty nervous. Never spoken in front of anyone before, like never given a message in front of anyone before, but I'm like, yeah, why not? So prepared it and gave it, and it was so much fun. It was so scary. I do not like speaking in front of crowds. I found that out, but I loved it. It was scary, but at the same time, it was so much fun, and I definitely hope I get to do it again. And then, yeah, just all the ministries we did. It was just so amazing just to see God move in all of them and move through what we were doing, and just seeing the power of God and just seeing Him do crazy stuff through us and just the simple little things we did. So yeah, that's pretty much in 5 minutes a quick update on what my whole DTS experience was. I cannot believe it's done. It's gone so quickly. I'm back home now. Been home for a few days, and it's so crazy that it's done and that it's been 5 months since I left. It does not seem like it's been that long, and I cannot believe how quickly the last 5 months have gone and how much I've changed and how much I learned. It was totally worth it. Yeah, I cannot wait to head back in the fall to staff, and I can't wait to see what God has for me through staffing. I am still in need of financial support for staffing, so if you'd like to support me financially, please let me know. It would be so greatly appreciated. Thank you so much to those of you who have already committed to support me. It's such a blessing, and it just means so much to me that you'd be willing to do that. If anybody else would like to, please, it would be such a blessing, and it would mean so much to me. Also, I'm looking for work too. I do have a part-time job, but if any of you guys have any work that needs to be done around your house or anything, I can work hard, and I can pretty much do anything. So yeah, please let me know about that. Thank you so much all for joining me over. You didn't get to come, but I'm glad that you at least got to see a little bit of what I was experiencing and kind of like sort of, I guess, go along the journey with me through my blog. And yeah, I'm glad I got to share with you everything I learned. And thank you guys so much for coming on this crazy adventure with me. I guess that's all for now. I will try to send somewhat regular blog updates when I go back to staff next year. So yeah, thank you guys so much, and yeah.